Hello, developers. I'm going to show you how to create many different chatbots using large language models, Langchain, and various tools to tie them all together and to query the results that you get. And these bots are going to use the large language model OpenAI, but it can also be configured with other easily with other large language models, and that's the ease of the configuration is made possible through the Langchain. And then I'm also going to show you a usage of a brand new library called pandas AI. And so basically, this is showing you this introduction is going to show you how to create many different chatbots, how you can easily do that using the factory design pattern. Um, and there's going to be two examples of a Storybot that's kind of for entertainment, and then a chiropractor bot that shows you a bot for both patients and the chiropractor to look at the status of the chiropractor's patients. So yeah, this is and then the chatbot factory design is going to be like this, where there's a bunch of clients. In this tutorial, this article, there's just command line clients, but in the future, there's going to be a website and Discord client. But they all use this bot factory, and the bot factory creates bots, and the bots inherit from this abstract class. And this just makes it so it's easy to create a lot of bots and create them kind of in the same way, the bot factory design. And I'll start showing you the code. So basically the code is, clear the screen. Oh yeah, and then how to set this up real quick is, I'll show you the code first actually. So here's what is going to be a Python client command line, and run it. It looks like I left something in here. Oops, I left one of these usings in here. Okay, so clear this, run it. And this is going to give you a selection of all these different bots that you can use, you can try. I'll just try a couple. So one is bot conversation chain. And I'll show you the code while I watch it. You can see this is it's using a conversation chain. This is from Langchain. It has memory in it, so it's going to remember some of what you say. So you can say what my favorite movie is, October Sky. See what it says. Oh, and it tells you about the movie. Maybe help you remember what happened. And then you can ask it, what is my favorite movie? And yep, it says my favorite movie is October Sky, so that works. Let's clear it, run another chatbot. So chatbot conversation chain, that's what we did first. I'm going to try bot agent chains, agent tools, and this has Wolfram Alpha and Google search engine in. So I'm going to go, what was the Lakers and Warriors score, and what was both teams, what was the sum of both Teams store. You can see this is it's going to an executor chain, so it's going to this tool chain. This looks like it's getting JSON from the site. And then it's going to Wolfram Alpha. Wolfram Alpha is doing the add. File score was for a total of 223 points, so it doesn't add for you. So you can see it going through a chain. And here's the code for the spot agent tools. It's going to use it just uses this load tools. The tools are already loaded, and those are actually loaded in the Chatbot factory. In the Chatbot factory settings, or Chatbot factory, you can load the tools in it. Let's see. Actually, that's in the Chatbot client Chatbot. Client command line, Chatbot factory. See, it's loading the tools. And there's a SERP API and Alpha Wolfram Alpha. And actually, it's doing it in the Chatbot settings I spoke. So that's where it's loading the tools that you want. And the Chatbot settings file has all your settings that you can set for the factory to, it just produces them, and then the settings are set separately. So that's kind of how it works. And to create a new chatbot, it's very simple. You can just copy an existing chatbot. Say if you want to copy bot conversation chain, and you could just create a new one by copying and pasting it. So copy, paste. This seems to be working. Try it in the command line. Bot. I have a bot demo chain. And I'm just going to rename this bot demo chain. So rename the file, and then you can do whatever you want here to change it. And it's getting the large language model from the settings and the memory from the settings, but you can easily override that. And you can change the large language model. If you have another key, you can switch to any different large language model. You can see that working right here. And then this is what runs the response. Let's see. So here you can, when you have this, you can easily put it into the factory. The factory's right here, so you go from bot demo chain and right there, and then all you do is add it here. Demo chain, oops, and name. This is the name of the class, and this is a dictionary. So you're doing the name, then you're going to do the class name. And that I've added it. You can run the client again. Oops, there's some error in here. Let's kind of debug this real quick. Something it did not like about this file. Just gonna do this. See if it likes it now. And again. Okay, now it works. Something in these settings that I don't like. Let's see. Okay, so it likes that. This kind of troubleshooting us. Okay, it likes this. Something in this it doesn't like. No, I think there's just an indentation problem. But you can see that now it's created this bot demo chain. And now you can query from this one. What is the purpose of the factory pattern? Yes, let's get an answer for this. And first creating an object. So that's for more flexibility in object creation and can simplify code reviews and new conditional statements. Okay, so that's how you do that. And then, so that's simply how you create a bot. And then I'll go, here's 2 sample bots that I created. And here's how you actually load all these bots. First, you're going to clone it, or you're going to clone the repo, go to extensible chatbot, run the virtual environment, activate the virtual environment, install the requirements, copy over the settings, put in API key, open API key, run the command line, and then you can see that. And the first one I can show you as a demo bot is a Storybot. And this Storybot you can run from Python command line client. And it's this number 8 bot story imagine. You run it. Show you the code while I run it. Bot story bot imagine. And it's gonna create a story. You're gonna put in a prompt for the story, and then it's gonna create a story, short story from your prompt. Tell a story about a chatbot creator that creates mini chatbots. Like sorcerer's apprentice. I spell sorcerer's right? I don't know. Anyway, it's going to tell the story, and you can see it's using that factoring pattern. System mention is going to take a inventory. It's going to have a mystery here, and there's going to be good things, and it's going to have some science in there. and it's also going to create it's going to use this GTTS, which is a text to speech. So it's going to save the story as an MP3, create an image from the prompt that represents what this prompt was, and it's going to create a PDF of the story. So you have something to read on the story too. And yeah, it's going to be a full shoot story. Let's see. Let's see on here. Here's the story PDF. Here, I gotta open it here. Here's the story PDF. Click Sorcerer. And yeah, it created a short story with an image from, this is the images from DALL-E. And then it also created a MP3 of the story.
Once upon a time, there was a chatbot creator named Alex. Alex was a brilliant programmer who loved creating chatbots. He was so passionate about his work that he created many chatbots.
So this is a story. And yeah, so it creates a full story. So that's one example. And the second example I have for you is creating a chiropractor bot. And this chiropractor bot is going to use, actually he's going to use JSON to get to load JSON files and get for questions for people, patients, or chiropractors. So here's how you run it. Do Python bot chiropractor. Oh, actually, I'm going to start with patients first, actually. So it's going to go bot chiropractor patient. Okay, and right here it's going to say, hi, John Doe. So this is a patient, representative of a patient named John Doe, how you're feeling. Feeling sore, cause of pain, lower back. I'm going to say it's very painful. 8 on the 8 to 10 scale. I take medications, ibuprofen. And what can be causing me pain? So you're going to ask what's causing you pain. This is like a patient. This is simulating like the patient asking a question. So he's going to ask, and it's going to take in his history of the questions and give him an answer. This is using conversational memory. And it remembers that you answered it, it's going back. It's possible painkillers, so it's telling you it's good that you're taking ibuprofen, so it knows you're taking ibuprofen to manage your pain. And it's giving this patient the ability to ask like follow questions to questions that he's already answered. So that's an example. Yeah, and here's I had programmed in a couple other patients, but this is just an example of him. So I'm going to just escape out all the other patients. So now, as a chiropractor, you want to see how the patients have answered their questions. Um, so let's see. So this is actually data frame. Those questions were stored in patient questions were stored in JSON, and then they were patient questions. They're stored in JSON. Patient's responses are stored in JSON too. Um, and so then the chiropractor can read in these responses. And what data you want for your patients. I entered a couple other responses. What medications are they taking? It lists what medications they're taking. Do I ask the question? Yes. What pain level did John Doe have on average? So this is querying it. This is using pandas AI, and here I can show you that code real quick. It's really simple. Just reading in the JSON file for all the patient's responses that were entered in the first. Um, Anyways, it's reading on the JSON's responses, and then it's going to load in a pandas data frame. And then the chiropractor can can then query that data frame. So they can get a summary of the responses. And that's pretty much it as kind of an overview and the conclusion of this. Yeah, I just kind of showed you how to create. Those are the two bots that I had as demos, and there's a lot more you can do with this, and a lot other ways you can create these bots and combine the different tools together. And there's just a lot you can do. And in the next article, I'm going to show how you can hook this up to a website, chatbots to a website, and deploy it to a cloud. And the last article, I'll go over Discord, how to put these chatbots in Discord. So that's it. Thanks for joining me on this journey. There's a lot of exciting technologies that you can use. And it just enables a lot of functionality that's from a programmer's standpoint. Kind of the end programmer, the business programmer. These technologies are real easy to use. They're not always fully baked. They're not always fully done, but they're easy and enjoyable to use. So it's great. It's exciting time to be a developer. So yeah, that's it. And thanks for joining me on this journey. All right.